Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Becky and I am currently 8 days in to a challenge I set for myself to talk to the camera and upload it to YouTube every single day for the month of August. So that's 31 days. I have uploaded 7 days prior to today. Today is the 8th. And so today I thought I would talk a little bit about what I have learned in these first 7 days. First of all, I am doing this to try to get past my perfectionism, my need to feel like I can control every aspect of everything. It tends to get in the way of actually doing things. And so I feel like by getting on here and talking to you when I don't have a face full of makeup, I don't necessarily have a script. I'm definitely not editing because I'm posting every single day. So you're going to hear all the uhs and ums and the pauses and the things that normally I would make me terrified to upload this at all. So my goal is to just get comfortable sitting here and talking to a camera. It's not a really natural thing. It feels a little weird, and I'm not going to lie, it's kind of off-putting to just talk to a camera and not have any feedback. So if you're out there watching right now and you feel like it, drop a little comment and say hi. I do read and respond to all of my comments. So far, they have only been on a video I did over a year ago on how to unfold a scooter that I got. But if you happen to be watching this Talking to the Camera for 31 Days series, please drop a comment, say hi, tell me who you are, and why on earth you're watching. Because that brings me to what happened this week. I posted for 7 days just about random things that I'm interested in. 3 of those videos happen to be about a planner system. I have used planners, bullet journals, all of those things for years. My first one, I believe, was 2010. At least that's the first one I can still find, and was a bullet journal. And since then, I have used things like Sterling Ink and Hobonichi and other systems like that. Somehow, 54 people have watched videos this week. Excuse me. 4 people actually liked my videos, and 4 people actually subscribed to this new channel. For those of you that did subscribe or like my videos, interact with them in any way, shape, or form, watch them, a humongous thank you. Please do not feel obligated to continue to watch as I kind of navigate through figuring out what this channel is. I certainly love having you watch, and you're welcome to it, but I may go through a lot of twists and turns and trying to figure out what I want to talk about and how I want this channel to progress moving forward. Having said that, most people seem to really like the planner videos. I actually really enjoyed making those planner videos. They're a bit easier for me to make. I am not face-to-face talking to the camera, which is, I think, for most people, a lot easier. There's something about just a camera in your face and you're looking at the lens and trying to talk to it like it's a person. It feels a little weird. So when I'm doing a planner video and I can be shooting just my planner and I'm talking to you guys, that's a little bit easier. Also, I think that the planner videos worked pretty well because we are in the month of August and a lot of people right now are trying to decide what their planner system is going to be for 2026. 2026 is going to be a very interesting year, I think, for planners, because the whole issue that everybody had in 2025 with the Tomoa River paper is going to make for an interesting decision-making process when it comes to planners. In the past, people that have gone with things like Hobonichi and Sterling ink and all of that have loved the Tomoa River paper. But with this new batch, it's been a bit hit or miss. And I think that for the first time in a long time, the paper is going to be a major, major concern for the planner community. So it will be very interesting to see what happens. But I think that comparing some of the planners that I've used in the past and some of the different papers and some of the different planner layouts was an interesting video for a lot of people. And also adding in the Just Scribble planner that I just recently received. That is probably going to be my alternative to Sterling ink this year. I think a lot of people were interested in what some of those alternatives were going to be. Now, I have just found out in this past week that Sterling ink is in fact going to stay with Tomoa River paper, and Just Scribbles is moving away from that paper and into I believe it's the B7 paper that they're going to be using next year for the A5 vertical planner. So that may help make certain people's decisions. But I feel like the videos that I made, a lot of people maybe weren't very interested in the quality of the video, but were interested more in the topic of the video. So I think that I will try to remake some of those videos, maybe do them a little bit better, maybe do some scripting and things like that. I learned a couple lessons from just talking to the camera and then posting it last week. The first one was that no matter how interested you guys all are in the topic, 18 to 20 minutes is about the entirety of the length that anyone is willing to watch, no matter what subject you're looking at. So I will, going forward, try and stay in that sweet spot unless it's really, really important, some information that is really important that needs to go over that. Also helping people figure out how to best utilize their systems, their planning systems, and find a planning system that works well for them seems to be really useful to everyone. So I think that I will try at least once a week during this challenge to make sure that I have something about planners, probably twice a week, maybe once a week do a plan with me, and then once a week talk a little bit more just about planners in general and how to best utilize them, how to decide what works for you, and that kind of thing. I don't want to talk the subject to death. And one of the things that I worry about with getting into just having a planner channel, I worry about the fact that I kind of tend to plan the same way every week. I don't change things up a lot from week to week. And I wonder how I would keep that interesting for you guys. So if there's anything that you can think of that would kind of help with making things more interesting for you, please let me know. If there's anything in particular that you would like me to talk about, please let me know. Especially since most of you that have been here and surprised me by being here seem to be interested in planners. I have quite a few bullet journals, Hobonichi, Sterling ink. I now have a Just Scribble. I had the Twines and Paper hybrid planner last year, and I'm happy to kind of showcase all of those things and show you how they work differently for different people. I also have a journal of reading journals. I have a commonplace book that I sometimes think to use. So if you're interested in how all those different systems work, let me know. I'm happy to discuss those. For now, I think I am going to keep this video pretty short. I have a couple things that I want to take from this first week and move into the second week doing. One of those things is I definitely need to improve on thumbnails. Right now, I am just doing them on my phone because, again, the main part of this challenge was just for me to get comfortable with talking to the camera and uploading whatever I happen to film. So I actually was not planning on doing extensive thumbnails, but I think since there are actually people watching, you guys might enjoy having decent thumbnails. So I can work on improving those a little bit even within my phone. I'd like to also improve my descriptions so that you know exactly what you're getting into when you click on the video. I think that's really important because the last thing I want to do is have somebody click on a video thinking that it's one thing and have it be something completely unexpected that they're not looking for. I know your time is as valuable as my time, and I don't want to be wasting that. I think it's really, really awesome that some of you guys have checked out some of the videos, even though I really didn't intend to get viewers through this process of kind of discovering my voice, if you will, on YouTube. But I want to make sure that when you click on a video, you can see in the description exactly what to expect and that you're not going to be, sitting around wasting your time waiting for something else. And then the other thing that I want to work on doing in week 2 is trying to script some of my videos a little bit. So thinking ahead of time before I turn on the camera about what I want to say and why and what is important to talk about with relation to whatever topic I'm discussing. Again, I think that if you don't know ahead of time what you're going to say, there's a tendency to kind of draw it out a little bit more, and I think I'm doing that right now. I did kind of write down a little bit of what I wanted to say, so you'll see me looking down a little bit in this video. I need to get better about not doing that. But right now I'm not editing, so you won't see me edit out the parts where I'm looking down. In the future, if I do decide to edit, I could certainly look down, say something, and then take a pause, look down again, and say something. But right now, you're getting the full version. This is unedited. I am just talking to the camera and uploading. So if you enjoy that style better, let me know. But I'm going to try and at least have a plan for what I want to talk about, and that way, hopefully, I won't get quite as off track. So those are the 3 things that I'm going to work on for week 2. There's obviously a lot of things that I can be doing to improve, but I think that it is most effective to maybe pick a couple things each week to improve on during this challenge. I will continue to talk about probably a variety of topics. I did already film a video of my making yogurt in the Instant Pot. I do homemade yogurt every couple of weeks, so you'll have that to look forward to once I get to editing the different clips together, because it does happen in different times of the day. And obviously, you're not going to sit and watch my Instant Pot for 9 hours because that would be ridiculously excessive. So, if you have topics that you think that would be interesting to you, please feel free to let me know below. I'd love to hear comments about what you came for, why you're watching. I imagine something about the planners probably showed up in your search, but please, if you happen to watch, let me know what it is drew you here to watch and what you enjoy watching here. And I look forward to talking with you guys soon.